Hi, I'm Jenny with ShowMeCute, and today I'm going to show you some beginner cupcake tips. All this started several years ago when Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles and I decided to take cake decorating classes together. And my goodness, we had some serious fun. We did it every Wednesday night for 3 months, and it was really fun. Don't know how many pounds we gained, but yeah, it was fun. But over that process, I quit liking cakes as much as I loved making just cupcakes because they're harder to mess up. If you don't have a good homemade recipe, I want to share with you my favorite box recipes. I don't use them so much anymore unless I'm in a really big hurry, but my favorite box recipes is for chocolate, the Betty Crocker, and it's the butter recipe chocolate. I don't know what it is about the chocolate that makes it, the butter that makes it come out so much better. I trick lots of people into thinking that I have made something from scratch. So for this one, I'm just going to follow the directions on the back. And tip number 1 for this is I put in my wet ingredients first, and that keeps the powder from sticking to the bottom of the bowl because I have that problem. So tip number 2 I learned from Buddy Velastro, the god of bakery. I love him, and I've been to Hoboken to his bakery, and one of the things that I learned by reading his book was to bring your eggs to room temperature before you bake. And why that is, the batter needs to be a certain temperature, which is room temperature, so basically 70 degrees. And what that does is give you the nice even baking that gives you the nice pretty dome on your cupcake. So I'm going to add all of my ingredients and just follow these directions and come back and show you putting the cupcakes in the pan. I'm ready to fill my cupcake pans now, and one of the things that I have learned that make my cupcakes come out the same size, all of them, is these scoopers come in all different sizes, and the number 20 gets you the perfect cupcake for the regular size cupcakes every time. So you just take it, scoop your batter, and go. If you don't have a scooper, they recommend 2/3 full. See, that's just kind of hard to eyeball. So I'm going to fill my pan, and I'm going to go ahead and fill all my cupcakes and bake them as instructed on the box, and come back and show you the last tip for keeping them super yummy and moist. For the last tip I want to share with you today, I've taken out my cupcakes, and they all are the same size, looking good. And so I'm just going to take them out, and I got these cupcake containers. I get them at the bakery department in my local grocery store, and you might have to try a couple just to see what their prices are because you don't want to pay too much for them. But at my store, I get them for about 25 cents, and that's great because I can reuse them a couple of times. But here is why I love them. I let these cool about 5-10 minutes just to where I can touch them, and then I'm going to put them in my container and close that up. Now what this does is they're still warm and they still have that heat, and so by doing this it seals in the moisture, which gives you a nice yummy cupcake. If you don't have one of these containers, you can always use something else, a baggie, a Ziploc, whatever. And if you're going to use them that day, then just keep them in the refrigerator. But if it's going to be a couple of days maybe before you use them, put them in the freezer, and that gives you the best moist cupcakes. Just take them out when they're ready to be frosted or iced, and they're ready to go. So hopefully a few of my tips have given you some ideas. This is what I start looking like in making a better cupcake. For a list of the supplies that you need to make cupcakes, as well as some of my homemade recipes that I prefer to use, I will list some of those, my favorite vanilla, my favorite chocolate, and so you could try that as well. But go to ShowMeCute.com for those, or for that information, as well as pictures. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check back later for another really cute idea.